Alright, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen my other videos, but basically, I'm a truck driver, right? So I bought this laptop many years ago. It's over 10 years old now. But as you can see, you know, it's a gaming laptop. It was, I want to say, $700-800 for like the screen's messed up. It's so old I can't even update to Windows 11. It's just there's a lot of degradation that's happened. It's been a great laptop. I'm not complaining about that, but it's old and I needed to replace it. So I decided to replace it with a pre-built that I got on Amazon. And I looked on YouTube and looked at a lot of reviews, and there was only like, I want to say 3 bad ones, and all the rest were really good. But you know, it's a good looking PC, right? But the problem is I'm pretty sure they used parts. That RAM right there is DDR4. Can't even find it. It's so old I can't even find it. It's JUHOR. That's definitely not American made. But again, honestly, never mind. I was gonna say it looked like it's popping out, but basically it's a Maxsun motherboard, right? It's the A520MK. But the problem is they've got a 5700 Ryzen processor in this motherboard. It's not compatible. Not only is it not compatible, again, the RAM is DDR4, which I don't think you're supposed to put DDR4 RAM with a Ryzen, I think it's 5 or 7, 7600, I want to say. Anyways, it's not compatible. I don't know about this cooling fan. I don't know where the hell this comes from. I can't find other than that TJ right there. I have no clue. The graphics card. It's GeForce 5060, I believe, but I don't know who's the make and model, right? I don't know who makes it. I can't take this thing apart because it voids the warranty. The fans, they're cool looking, don't get me wrong, and they seem to, they seem like they work, but they're freaking Chinese. Like there's Chinese lettering on them. The wires are somewhat clean, but like that right there, that doesn't, if you can see my finger above the RAM there, that doesn't look very good. Also, I don't know if this happened when I pulled it out. See, there's a little diagnosis light right there, and I don't know what that is. And it's probably freaking Chinese anyways. I can't see it, not with the glare of it. And my camera's turned around front facing, so I don't have a light, I don't think. No. But when I pulled there's foam. They send it in foam, which is, I mean, good in a way, but I don't know if I pulled it out or because there was a zip tie on that, and I feel like that needs to be plugged into something. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I feel like that's not plugged in properly. But there's a zip tie, and basically that wire is just kind of dangling there. And I feel like when I pulled the foam out, I pulled that zip tie somehow, or it just, they never zip tied it, I don't know, but it looked like it was severed. But again, I mean, it's been booting up this whole time. I just turned it on. I mean, I turned it on at the start of this video. And when I first got it, it wouldn't boot up. It took forever for it to boot up. Finally got it to boot up. I had to restart it probably half a dozen to a dozen times. Finally got it to boot up to the point where I could get it to the Windows installation. And I couldn't get through the Windows installation. It was freezing on me and wouldn't let me finish it. And finally, with persistence, I continued doing it. I continued going, and I finally got through the Windows installation. Well, the Windows is way outdated. It's Windows 11, but it's a really old version, and I couldn't get it to update. I went to the website, couldn't get it to update. I basically cleaned it. I recovered it from the beginning. Luckily, I still had the product key is attached to the system, so didn't have to worry about that. But it's just it's poor quality, man. Poor quality, and I guarantee these are used parts. Guarantee it. And I can't get a hold of anybody. Like I can't. I don't know who makes this damn thing. It's through Amazon. It's AEXPXO, and you see all kinds of videos on YouTube saying it's a great PC, great mid-level. Dude, this thing is barely entry level, and like I said, the RAM doesn't match the processor. I'm learning, okay? I'm learning, and I literally paid with shipping and handling. It was like mid 1300s, right? I literally paid about almost $150 more for a PC that I'm going to end up building, because I got to send this thing back, and because I can't get a hold of anybody for tech support, and the only place that you can get a hold of anybody is through Amazon, and it's essentially an AI setup, where you basically pick what your symptoms are. Dude, I'm experiencing every single one of these symptoms. Like, what do you want me to do? It's literally like it will not boot up. It's trying to, like, my TV's on auto sleep, right? It won't fucking boot up, and when it does boot up, it goes to the normal screen that the screensaver, and you click and you try to put in your PIN or your password, and it's freezing. It won't let me do anything. ACPI BIOS error. And every time that happens, right, it's a different code. It'll be something kernel, something kernel, something along those lines. It'll be that. And I can't get to the BIOS half the time. It will not let me get to the BIOS half the time. When it pops up, I'll try to get to it, but it won't let me do it. It's a corrupt. I don't know if something came dislodged in shipping. I don't know, but I'm learning that you don't really want to buy even the high-end, big-named, pre-built PCs, and having them shipped to you. Mainly because there's no telling what can happen in shipping. And I'm learning that the hard way, and I'm also learning that the RAM that's there. Again, I can't freaking find that. JUHOR. I've searched everywhere. Can't find it. It is so old, I cannot find it. Not to mention, again, it doesn't match the processor. The cooling fan looks cool, but again, no clue who the heck makes it. The motherboard is Maxsun. I'm guessing the graphics card is Maxsun as well. I didn't list it. It says Infinity on the side. I don't know. I have no idea. And then the power supply is actually a decent power supply, but I'm pretty sure all these parts are used. It would not surprise me. All of these parts are used. The only thing new is the fans in the case. Guarantee it. So, don't buy this crap. And again, like I was saying, I'm learning the hard way, and I'm learning from the tech nerds that you don't want to really buy any pre-built PCs unless you, go to Best Buy or, a computer store. But buying them online and having them shipped to you, there's no telling what they'll send you and if it'll arrive and be fully functional out of the box. So, yeah, I'm learning the hard way, I guess. But I just want to get this message out there because I saw a lot of videos, YouTube videos, saying that this was a good PC. This is barely below entry level almost. Like, it's barely entry level. And again, the RAM doesn't match the processor. It wouldn't surprise me if the motherboard, the RAM doesn't match the motherboard. And there's a diagnosis light here. Let me see if I can get this off. See in there. Only thing I'm doing is taking the case off, or the glass here off, because I can't. I thought about maybe, just keeping the case, and why would I do that? I'm gonna spend another $1,200 trying to rebuild this damn thing. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just gonna send it back and build one the proper way, and trial and error learn, because I've never built a PC before. I'm kind of been watching videos on how to do it, so I can learn before I get all the parts, because I've already ordered the parts. I'm just waiting. They can't get this until Monday, and I'm basically trying to get it to work, but it doesn't work. Like, it will not work. And when it does work, when I did have it working, it would work for maybe an hour, and then it would freeze, and I would basically reboot it, and it would do what it's doing now. Let's see. That light is way too bright. I can't see anything. Okay, so let me turn this off. That's the second light, which is, what the hell does that say? I need a flashlight. I need a flashlight. I guess a lighter will work. Yeah, that's a crappy part. I don't want to move this thing too much and jar anything else. Alright, so the second light, RAM. The first one's CPU, the second one's RAM. So, I don't know, man. Like, why would y'all send somebody this crap? I mean, it's DDR4. It's literally, the RAM is so old that you I can't even find it online. That's how old it is. I kind of want to take it off and look, like, to see, what the date of manufacturing is and all that. Like, why are y'all doing it? This isn't even the same. It's JUHOR. That is not the same RAM in the pictures. It is not. It's silver like that, but the wording's different and the look of it is different. And it says DDR4, but again, DDR4, the processor does not match the DDR, the RAM. It's bullshit RAM. So, yeah, I don't buy this crap. Don't do it. Save your money. Buy something at Best Buy if you have to, or do like I did, source the parts and build one. And I've never built a PC before, but I'm gonna learn and probably be much more satisfied anyways, because I built basically a mid-level PC for $100 to $150 more than this entry-level crap, and it's not even entry-level with what I'm learning. So y'all have a good day. I guess I'll make a video of me making building the PC and the whole experience. But don't buy this crap. Don't do it.